Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm here to give you 5 things which I believe we learned from the game against Oxford United where we got a 2-2 draw. Let me know down in the comment section of the video what you thought of the game, what do you think needs to happen going forward, how on earth do we get some points at Sheffield United. Let me know down in the comments, drop a like on the video if you do enjoy listening to my thoughts, and if you're new to the channel please subscribe. So the first thing which we learned from the game against Oxford is that we are just not a team. I feel like the team which we saw from last season in the Premier League, where I feel like the players would fight for points, I feel like that's basically gone. I really do. You look at the way Oxford performed as a team, I feel like we're just miles away from that. Some people disagreed with me on social media, but I don't think you understand, like, Oxford were proper. And I'll give you one scenario. There was one point in the game where Moses, he managed to get through. I think he beat 1 or 2 of the Oxford United players, and he ran through, and it was like, I think 2 or 3 Luton players on the counter-attack, but Oxford defended in numbers. They fought back, they ran back, and there was about 8 Oxford players all surrounding Moses, ready to win the ball back, which they did, and then they all then attacked as a team. I have not seen that from Luton in a very long time. In fact, probably in the season where we won promotion from the Championship. That's probably the last time I've seen that, and you're looking at nearly 18 months now. We just don't look like a team. We lacked so many leaders. We clearly missed Tom Lockyer at the back because he obviously would have organised them a little bit better. But we just don't look like a team. We really don't. I don't think the players know what they're doing. And that basically goes on to the second thing which I think we've learnt from the game. The players find this system far too complicated. They do not know that they're all like running around like headless chickens at times, and it's just like they're waiting for Edwards to tell them what to do or what they need to improve on the sideline. It's just, you can tell, I just don't think that, I think they're caught in 2 minds on actually what shall I do. Should I move the ball that way? Should I move the ball that way? Should I go quickly? Should I go long? I don't think they know as a collective what to do. It doesn't help that we haven't been consistent in terms of our lineups. Since the start of the season, there has been a lot of chopping and changes, there's been injuries and so on. You can give Edwards a lot of excuses, but in reality is, when you've got a clear style of play, it doesn't matter who's playing, it should be straightforward really. If Baptiste isn't playing, then the next player who plays in replacement of Baptiste should know exactly what his job is. I don't think the players know what their jobs are. I really don't. And it shouldn't be like that. You saw the way Spain beat England at the Euros in the final. Rodri came off, who's arguably Spain's best player, and the player who replaced Rodri did the exact same job. It was very clear, very basic instruction, and Spain ended up getting the win over England. Same applies here really. Players just don't know what to do. They really do not know what to do, and it does worry me. The third thing we learnt from the game is these interviews after the games, they're just getting a bit repetitive, aren't they? I feel like Edwards is just saying the same thing now. After the game, it's fans are not happy about this. Yeah, of course they're not. They want to see their team winning games. I'm not happy about this. We're far from the finished article. It's just the same thing every game. When does it change to actually, I'm very proud of that performance, or that's exactly what I wanted us to do today? I don't see it changing. I really don't. And I look at these run of fixtures coming up and I'm quite worried. I am scared. I actually don't know what Sheffield United are going to do to us on Saturday. It's going to go one or two ways, Sheffield United. It's going to be either Luton nick it 1-0 away win, or we get absolutely destroyed. And, you know, Sheffield United, no disrespect to Oxford, have better players. So, God forbid what's actually going to happen. And yeah, we're going to have to dig deep in on Saturday because I'm concerned, massively concerned. The fourth thing which we learned from the game is Brown. I thought he was really good. From someone who's just come back from a really long-term injury, I thought he done quite well. I thought as a strike partnership with Adebayo, they did cause the Oxford United defenders some problems. Of course, the style and everything else doesn't help. We probably could have done even better. But instead of just having Elijah on his own, you know, competing against two other centre-halves or sometimes three, they had two players to deal with. And Brown isn't an easy player to defend against. He's quite aggressive himself. He runs around. He puts his body on the line. He also had an impact in our goal as well, being in the right place at the right time. I thought he was really good and put in a really good performance. Once he gets up to match fitness, full match fitness, and builds that, you know, more match time, he could play 90 minutes and be more of a presence and be more dangerous for long periods of time. But it is a good, you know, scenario to have when you've got 4 strikers and you play with 2 up top. You've got Elijah, Brown, Morris and Taylor. Of course, you've got Woodrow on the bench as well. But you've got those 5 strikers who can cause a problem. And it's nice to have. Talking about a striker, I don't know what Joe Taylor has done not to deserve a start or get more minutes. Is he not performing in training? Is he doing something which he shouldn't do behind the scenes? I don't know. But if I'm Joe Taylor, I'll be absolutely fuming. I don't know what Edwards' agenda against Taylor is. I feel like there's games that do suit Taylor, and I thought the game last night did suit him with the way we were playing. We weren't hoofing it all the time. We were playing to feet. And Joe Taylor, when he picks the ball up and runs at players, he can cause plenty of problems. And he did against Oxford last year, I believe, as well. So, look, I don't know what the scenario is there regarding that. I thought another thing we learned, Kraus I thought was quite good. I think he got hurt towards the end because he was putting his body about, which is what I want to see. I want to see a player with determination, being aggressive and playing, you know, putting his, you know, heart all into it. You know, if you're going to get injured by working hard, I'd rather see that rather than players just like running around the pitch like not knowing what to do. But he got an assist for winning the ball back in a very dangerous position, and he also got a goal as well. That will give him lots of confidence. I found out recently he's been living in a hotel room since he's been in England, and he hasn't been with anyone, any of his members of his family, and also he hasn't been with his girlfriend. You know, that has an impact on a player. So the fact that he started off his Luton Town career quite well, thought good appearance against Sheffield Wednesday and a good appearance against Oxford, you know, it's not bad. Okay, Plymouth, I thought it was a bit poor, but, you know, 2 out of 3, it's not too bad there. And then finally, Victor Moses. He's not a right wing back. I can say that right now, he's not a right wing back. His biggest strengths are playing as a right winger. He needs to be an attacking player, not someone who's restricted playing in a wing back role, because teams will target that and go, well, he's more attacking than defending. He ain't going to like the defensive side of things. Let's attack down that end of the pitch. And one of the goals did come from that end of the pitch as well. So, look, I think Oxford did a really good job in targeting our wing-backs, because both goals came from either side and they managed to put balls into the box and ended up scoring from it. So, look, Moses, right winger, he causes teams a lot more problems. He's a little bit different. Very good dribbling ability. He forces corners, he forces fouls. And I feel like playing him as a right winger is a lot better than playing him as a right wing back. So yeah, those are my 5 things which we've learned from the game. I probably gave you about 6 or 7 there, but yeah, those are my thoughts. Hopefully, going into the Sheffield United game, we can try and do well. I don't know, I just don't know anymore. I've already said that I don't want Edwards being our manager anymore. You can see that video in more detail in my match reaction, but yeah, it's not looking good right now. I don't know where the wins are going to come from, but I'm trying to be positive because, you know what, I hate being negative. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.